Welcome to our Friday Shabbat service. Oh, that's good. I would like to begin as we have this tradition. Stuart, would you tell us where you are? Where is your synagogue tonight?
So this is a city that I've been to, but I've not been to this particular synagogue. This is the Grand Choral Synagogue of St. Petersburg. Knowing that this was choir week, I was trying to find a synagogue that had something special about its choir or about its music. And it turns out that in the 1880s, when this was built, it was not common, especially in the St. Petersburg area, to be able to have a cantor, a choir master, and a large choir. And this synagogue did, and therefore it got the name the Grand Choral Synagogue.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Awesome. Well, how about if we start with a little centering music to warm us up as we join all of our choir members in this unique way that we have now learned to do our Shabbat service for now. Shiru Ladonai Kol Haaretz Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash. Sing
I
us
mean, I
that.
just said later.
Sing unto God all the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and we'll all sing along. All the earth a new song unto God. I can see your lips moving. I can't wait to hear all your voices together again very soon. Shiru Ladonai O Haaretz Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash. Yes, that is just what the doctor ordered. This time, I'd like to turn it over to Sarah, who will lead us in our candle blessing. And as always, for this choir service, I hope some of you have this. If you would like to join along in our Reform Siddur, we are on page 120 for the candle blessing.
Not cooperating tonight. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Thank you, Sarah. I'd like to welcome Marilyn and Joe to the screen. I'm going to now unmute you, Joe, and let's have them do their wonderful duet of Shalom Aleichem, which is on page 142 of your prayer book.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaShoret, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Hamlochim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Boachem l'shalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Mimelech, malachei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Bachuni l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachi Elyon. Mi Melech Malachi Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Beitchem l'shalom, Malachi HaShalom, Malachi Elyon. Mi melech, Malachi Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Joe, thank you, Marilyn. Please turn in your prayer book to page 146, and those who are able to rise for our call to worship, and Scott is going to lead us in the Baruch Hu.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Hu Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
If you'd like to be seated at this time, we're going to do the Shema, which is on page 152 of the prayer book, and Sarah will lead us in the Shema.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kivod, Shem Kivod, Malchuto, Leolam, Leolam Vaed.
And turning to the V'ahavta, page 154, Sarah will continue to lead.
V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol lavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol meodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'elech asher anochi mitzavcha. I can't talk today. Hayom alav avecha v'shanantam leod. I'm on the wrong part. I'm sorry.
This is why we call it a lay-led service. That is all right. We didn't
Just
expect rabbinical. That's all right.
Just going to start over. Start from the beginning. V'ahavta. I can't talk today. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol lavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol meodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam lebanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha v'edecha u'vleftecha v'anderech Ushofecha uvkumecha, ushartam leot aliadecha, v'chayu latotafot beinenecha, uvtavtam al mezuzot beidecha, uvisharecha, leman tiskeru vasitem et kol mitzvotai, v'item kedoshim Elohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, lehiot lachem lelohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem.
It's been a little while since your bat mitzvah. Right? Right? That's, hey, I got it. At this time, we celebrate, as we always do, those miracles throughout our history. And we speak of the miracle by the sea. And I would like to turn to page 158 as Marilyn leads us in the Micha Mocha prayer.
Mihi chamocha, Bailim Adonai, Mihi kamocha, Nedar Bakodesh, no Ratihilot, O Sefele, no Ratihilot, O Sefela, Yababa bim bim bam, Yababa bim bam, Yababa bim bim bam, Yabba ba ba bim bum. Ay 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 yabba bim bum. Ay 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 yabba bim bum. Mahalechutecha rauvanecha bokei ayam livnei Moshe. Zeli zeli anu v'amru Adonai loch leilo oved. Araba bim bim bam, yababa bim bam, yababa bim bam, yababa bim bam. Ay 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 ay, yabba bim bam. Ay 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 ay, yabba bim bam.
Thank you, Marilyn. As we continue a mostly traditional service, we'll move to our Vishamru prayer, and I would like to have Joe lead us in that. You will find that in the prayer book on page 162. I'm asking to unmute you, Mr. Joe Bettman. I just asked to unmute, so it should be a little button that says yes or something. Yeah. Don't start singing yet. One. There you go.
There we go. Okay. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asor et ha-Shabbat l'dorota b'ris olam ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai el hashamayim v'yehoretz ubayom hashavi shavat vayino ofash.
Thank you, Joe. We'd like to do just a short little melody from a poem that we've become very familiar with, which is on page 163 of our prayer book, as I lead into our tefillah that will be led by Miss Renee on page 164. Thought has blown the marketplace away. There's a song on the wind and joy in the trees. Shabbat arrives in the world, scattering a song in the silence of the night, and eternity utters a day, and eternity utters a day. Ya la la, ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la, ya la 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 la. The thought has blown the marketplace away. There's a song on the wind and joy in the trees. Shabbat arrives in the world, scattering a song in the silence of the night.
Okay. Adonai sifatav tifta ufia gite hilateka. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. El Haggadol, Hagibor, Hanora, El Yom, Gomer Chasadim Tobim, Vekone Hakol, Vezacher Aste Avot V'imaot, Umevii Gulam Lifnei Nehem, Leman Shemo B'Ahava, Melech Ozeh U'Moshiach Munagim, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Bezrat Sarah, Atagi Bor Leolam Adonai, Mekaye HaKol Atarav Moshiach, Mekalkel Chayim Bekesed, Mekaye HaKol Ben Rakamin Rabbi, Sohof Mefnoflim Virofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem emunato lishenei yafa michalmo kaba al givurot umido mela melech memit umechaye umatzmiach Yeshua v'nehema ata lecha yotaku. Baruch atah Adonai mekaye hakol. Atah kadosh mishinka kadosh ukdoshim b'kol yam linukasela. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. Looks like Mother Nature is making part of the song.
That's okay. She's in rhythm and she's in tune with us. It's all good. Renee, would you like to continue? Oh, we did the Amidah, didn't we? How about if we do our names for healing before Miss Sarah leads us in the Misha Berach? If you'd like to unmute yourself, if you have names you'd like to mention, if there's someone who put something in the comments, or if Gail, who's running behind the scenes for me, if she sees someone pop up there on Facebook. Names for healing.
France Nitkin.
Razel bat Nochem v'Sarah v'Blima.
All right, any other names? As we join together in the Misha Barak prayer, which you will find in your prayer book on page 511, and Miss Sarah will lead us. We're going to add Gina Khan to our list. And if everyone could, at the moment, mute themselves so we can hear Sarah nice and clear. Sarah, don't mute yourself. We need you.
Looks like a couple extra names got added to Gina Khan, Ruth DePriest, Ruth Boda, Steve Boda, and the Moody and Jacobs family. Misheberach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu mekor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema. The renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Thank you, Sarah. In a world torn with conflict and all kinds of craziness going on, the prayers for peace are special to all of us and a very important part of our Shabbat service. I would like to turn to page 178 in our prayer book as Marilyn will lead us in Shalom.
Rahav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rahav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom rahav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom rahav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol heit uv'chol shah b'shlomecha. Shalom rahav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom rahav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Tasim leolam.
Thank you, Marilyn. Is this time that we take a moment from that busy week outside as we entered this virtual sanctuary to join together with the Shabbat, a moment of silent prayer before Miss Renee will turn in just a moment to page 285 and lead us in Yehiyu.
Okay. Ihiyu leratson imrefi vechidyon libi lefanecha Adonai suri Adonai suri v'goali v'goali.
Thank you, Miss Renee. Well, keeping it true to a sermon and song, I looked at today's and this week's Torah portion and we're in Numbers 19:1 to 22:1, where we talk about the first time I believe that the laws of purity have been presented to us. The people of Israel have arrived in the desert of Zin. Miriam passes away, and the well of water that they had always had in her merit dried up. So, with this Torah portion in mind, which has a lot more detail in it, I'd like to do a song from one of our favorite song leaders within our Jewish liturgy, Miss Debbie Friedman. Spring up a well and sing ye unto it. Spring up a well and sing ye unto it. Oh, and I want everyone snapping their fingers at the camera. I want to hear you. The water in the well and the healing in the well and the women in the water and the hope that's in the well. Oh, the water in the well and the healing in the well and the women in the water and the hope that's in the well. Every time we come back to the chorus, you're going to do that with me. That's awesome. Thank you. When the world was created, there was heaven and dry land, and all the waters gathered upon hearing God's command. There was a bit of water that was left, or so they tell. That was the water that became the water from the well. Are you ready? Not yes. Let me see you. Let me use your fingers. Oh, the water in the well and the healing in the well and the women in the water and the hope that's in the well. Oh, the water in the well and the healing in the well and the women in the water and the hope that's in the well. You're hired. We got our own rhythm section. Who needs instruments, right? It was in Miriam's honor that the first well came to be, to celebrate her music, her dance and prophecy. To the people came to Miriam when their spirits rose and fell. They nourished all their visions with the water from the well. Got your fingers ready? Here we go. Oh, the water in the well and the healing in the well and the women in the water and the hope that's in the well. Oh, the water in the well and the healing in the well and the women in the water and the hope that's in the well. Nice. Spring up a well, the 12 tribes sang, and the rushing waters flowed. High as pillars into rivers, the oceans they would go. Surrounded by the trees and fruits, so rich and beautiful. The Israelites were nourished by the waters in the well. I see you're snapping ready. Here we go. Oh, the water in the well and the healing in the well and the women in the water and the hope that's in the well. Oh, the water in the well and the healing in the well and the women in the water and the hope that's in the well. When Miriam died, the well dried up, and Moses shed his tears. And God said, Moses, touch the rock, the water will appear. Well, Moses raised his staff in anger, and upon the rock it fell. And out came springs of water, it was the water from the well. Renee's ready. Here we go. Oh, the water in the well and the healing in the well and the women in the water and the hope that's in the well. Oh, the water in the well, and the healing in the well, and the women in the water, and the hope that's in the well. For the memory of the women, for the memory of the well, for the ones who came before us, their stories we must tell. We are searching for the water, where we wander, where we dwell. For Miriam and all of us who thirst to find the well. You ready? Last time. Oh, the water in the well, and the healing in the well, and the women in the water, and the hope that's in the well. Oh, the water in the well, and the healing in the well, and the women in the water, and the hope that's in the well. That's in the well, and hopefully not in torrents of rain outside our windows, in the well. Thank you, as always, for your participation. At this time, we turn to our Lenu prayer, and I would like Diane and Richard to lead us. We are on page 586 of our prayer book.
Aleinu l'shabach l'adon hakol, v'tei kedula le'otzer b'reshit, shelo asanu k'kuyei haratzon, v'lo samanu k'mishpakat hadama, shelo sam kelkenu kahem, v'goralenu k'kol hamonam, v'anaknu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, Lifnei Melech, Malkei Hamlakim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. V'nemar v'haya Adonai, L'melech al kol ha'aretz. Bayom hahu, Yeh Adonai echad. U'shamo, U'shamo, echad.
Thank you, Diane and Richard. In case you haven't noticed, this might be your first choir Zoom service. Each of our beautiful voices has an opportunity to shine, and we do look forward to, it sounds like the rumor is, high holidays. We look forward to an opportunity of everyone singing together again. Meanwhile, I feel so blessed to have things like the internet and Zoom technology to be able to bring the choir together. I want to thank everyone for all that you are doing. It is time in our service where we honor those anniversary dates of ones we have lost at this time of year. I'm going to turn this over to Eva and Ira. I know you are there. When we go to our Kaddish prayer, it will be on 598 of your prayer.
On page 597 is a very nice poem I'd like to read to you. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss of life and death. And the names for this week's yahrzeit are Harry N. Stein, Sam Kramer, Segundo Guadalupe, Nathan Nelson, Sanford Atkin, Morris Surek, Albert Ura, Rose Burks, Florence Fickler, Stuart Fickler, Nathan Rosengarten, Yetta Spaeth, Steve Scher, Shari Davis. Are there any other names?
Pearl Thurgle.
Edgar Slotkin.
Rabbi Oriel Smith.
Yitkadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah, v'alma dibra chirutei v'yimloch malchotei, v'chayechon v'yimeichon v'chay dechol Beit Israel, v'agala u'bizman kariv v'yimru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mivorach Leolam Almei Amaya. Yitbarach V'yishtabach Yitpoar V'yitramam V'yitnaseh. Yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shmei Dekucha B'richo. Le'elam Mikol Bechata V'shirata Tishbachata V'nechamata Dam Iram Be'alma V'imru Amen. Yehei Shlom Rabba Min Shamaya V'chayim Aleinu V'al Kol Israel V'imru Amen. Osei Shalom B'Ramav Hu Yasei Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Israel V'imru Amen.
Ira, thank you, Eva. Mr. Joe, are you prepared to lead us in our Kiddush and Hamotzi? We will all turn to the bottom of page 604 and the top of 606. I'm asking to unmute you, Joe, so we can bring in your beautiful voice. And everybody stick around. We have something very special to close the service with.
ויחולו השמיים ויורד לכל צבאו, ויחל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר עשו. ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי, ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, בורא פרי הגפן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קידשנו במצוותיו ורצה בנו בשבת קודשו, ויאהבו ברצון הנחילנו זיכרון למעשה בראשית. יהיו ים תחילו למקרא הקודש, זכר לסיעה מצרים. כיוונו בחרתו, ואותנו קידשתו, מכל העמים בשבת קודשך, ויאהבו ברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. Amen. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. I think I'm running out of steam here. Our voices rise in song together as our joyous prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Shabbat shalom, everyone.
And if I may add, Mr. Bettman, I believe you are given permission to run out of steam. Can you tell everyone what birthday you just celebrated on Monday?
Yeah, something like 92.
Yay! And not only did he celebrate that, what was Sunday? What was Sunday, Joe?
Elaine and I have been married 67 years. It's hard to believe, quite frankly.
Give that woman a gold medal. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that? 67 years. Oh my gosh. I have to say, love is one thing, but when you've been together that long, do you still like each other?
More or less.
Okay.
No, we have a very wonderful relationship. We have plenty of family around here, which is great. And you know, granddaughters are getting married, and I mean, just all kinds of good things happening. We're very blessed. And although my health is the greatest thing that ever happened, it ain't so bad for this age.
I must say it is a great pleasure. I get to once or twice a week, I get to see your great grandchildren because we do music programs together at the JCC, and they are just growing like weeds. There you go. The generations continue. All right.
Well, whoever is still on this line, it's such a privilege. It's really fun to sing with you. We're never going to make the Tabernacle Choir, but it's what we do. It's okay.
It is. All right, if we have any few short announcements, because we have a very special song that certain members of the choir have been working for weeks, trying to record and get this and rehearse this song. So are there any short announcements before we do our very special song?
Real quickly, we have Tanakh study, which is now hitting the Apocrypha. It's not too late to join in, starting tomorrow morning. Well, we started a couple weeks ago, but we're continuing tomorrow morning. And thank you to the choir and Mary for a lovely service.
Thank you, Lorraine. All right, so everyone mute your, oh wait, Ira has something.
Donna is on vacation for the next 2 weeks. There will be substitutes and we're looking for more, and we'll try to cover the phones. So if you leave a message, you'll get a call back.
Very good. Okay, if everyone could please put themselves on mute, except for those who know that they have a special song, so we won't be going back and forth here. I want to hear your voices. You know who you are. You are going to see throughout this song, you're going to see some of the choir members holding up something that says, everybody sings. Well, of course, even though virtually because of Zoom, you know, we can't all sing, but we want to see your mouths moving and singing with us. It's very fun. And it kind of encompasses what I believe that Kabbalah says, God is a verb. God is a verb, so we have an opportunity in what we do every day to reach out to the world and express the divine. And this song sums that up. You ready? When we look and we see they should be, God's counting on me. God's counting on you. Marilyn?
When we look and we see things are not what they should be, God's counting on me. God's counting on you.
Knowing we'll all pull through, knowing we'll all pull through, knowing we'll all pull through, that's me and you. Marilyn?
Time to turn things around, trickle up, not trickle down. God's counting on me. God's counting on you.
God.
It's time to turn things around. Trickle up, not trickle down. God's counting on me. God's counting on you.
Knowing we'll all pull through, knowing we'll all pull through, knowing we'll all pull through, that's me and you.
God.
Yes, there's big problems to be solved. Let's get everyone involved. God's counting on me. God's counting on you.
Ira?
Now don't give up. Don't give in. Working together, we all can win. God is counting on me. God is counting on you.
Scott, do that chorus again.
No one will all pull through. No one will all pull through. No one will all pull through. That's me and you.
All right, now Ira, go for that verse. That's the verse you want right now, the one you just did.
Now don't give up. Don't give in. Working together, we all can win. God's counting on me. God's counting on you.
Eva, you want to echo him and hold up a sign?
Now don't give up. Don't give in. Working together, we all can win. God's counting on me. God's counting on you. Knowing we'll all pull through, knowing we'll all pull through, knowing we'll all pull through. That's me and you.
Diane?
What we do now will affect eternity. God's counting on me. God's counting on you.
Renee? Renee, you're muted. I want to hear you. Renee, you're muted. Unmute. We want to hear you. She's going to echo what she did. So this is where we all try to sing along.
Okay. What we do now will affect eternity. God's counting on me. God's counting on you.
Diane?
Knowing we'll all pull through, knowing we'll all pull through, knowing we'll all pull through, that's me and you.
Nice. Sarah?
When we sing with younger folks, we can never give up hope. God's counting on me. God's counting on you.
When we sing with younger folks, we can never give up hope. God's counting on me. God's counting on you. Sarah?
Knowing we'll all pull through, knowing we'll all pull through, knowing we'll all pull through, that's me and you.
Renee, do that same chorus.
Knowing we'll all pull through, knowing we'll all pull through, knowing we'll all pull through, that's me and you.
And the Hebrew. Ani viata nishanet haolam. Ani vata nishanet haolam. You and I will change the world, and then all will join us. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat
Shalom.
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 Answered. Internet stayed on. Gail, I told you it would work. Say hi to Gail. She's behind the scenes.
Hi, Gail.
Thank you, Gail.
Internet, stay on. Internet, stay on.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.